Good afternoon, guys. This is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. So today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to drive AMT automatic transmission system. AMT stands for automatic manual transmission, can also be called semi-automatic transmission system. And this transmission system is automatic manual, just like the name implies. And how does it work? I'm gonna explain that later in another video and tell you the pros in this very kind of transmission system, which is advantage over the AT transmission, that's automatic transmission, that doesn't have manual type. Now I think what the manufacturer actually trying to do in this very kind of system is trying to reconnect people back to the manual system that is facing out. And how do you recognize a car that has ATM transmission system? You can see it right there. You have S, you have plus, and you have minus right here. So which means when you it has drive, and aside that, when you shift the gear knob, right now it's in park. If you shift the gear knob to the S, it means you want to drive it manually. And what that means is you can drive it manually, but it doesn't mean that it's completely manual transmission system, because if you look down there, it has only two pedals. Right now I have my brake on my foot on the brake pedal, so you can see the gas pedal right here, and that's the brake pedal. So it doesn't have clutch. Okay, for you to drive this car is as simple as you have the key right here. So I'm gonna start from, I'll switch the ignition on. All right, and that's it right there. So when you switch on the ignition on, you wait until the light goes out. Let me do it again. And you switch it on. There are a lot of lights that come on like Christmas trees, and you wait for them to go out. Then, okay, for most model you are gonna need to step on the brake pedal. Then you start the car, and you can see that the car is on. Now as you can see, the car is on park and it's showing you P, all right? So within this very mode that it is right now, the manual automatic transmission system or automatic manual transmission system, it doesn't go reverse in the manual. So you can, if you want to go reverse, you have to put it engage it in reverse, which is still in the automatic mode. But if suppose you want to drive it in manual, it means you have to shift it. Now you have to transit between automatic to manual. Now how do you transit to that? You just, this is the lever right here. So since it is on park, you can see if I don't put my hands there, you're not going to see the light. So it's showing that it's on park. So you can gladly shift this with your right foot, depressing the brake pedal. You can shift to reverse. If you want to reverse the car, let's say you want to reverse the car, all you need to do is slowly start taking off your leg from the brake pedal, and you're gonna feel the car started going back. If it doesn't start going back, then it means you have a problem. So but right now, let's say that I don't want to drive the car, I just want the car to be warming up. I can either put it on park, which is here, or I put it on neutral. It's still the same thing. Now in this case, let's say we want to drive, which is the topic of today, not actually driving automatic transmission, but driving automatic manual transmission system like this one here. So all I'm going to do is to shift this knob here to neutral, shift it to drive, right? Let me show you. It's showing drive. Then I can drag it to the right left side, right, which is like this. Now once you drag it to the left side, let me show you something here. When it's on D here, it's still showing on the dashboard that it's on the automatic mode. But as soon as you drag it to the left side here, you can see that it's on S now. It will come to manual mode. So right now it's telling you that the car is on gear 4 and it's showing you S down there. So in order for you to make the shifting, Now I want to start the car. I want to move the car and start driving. So what I'm going to need to do is to drag it back like this. And you see it's going to change to 3. If I drag it back again, as simple as that, it's going to take it to 2. Now let me drag it back one more again. It's as simple as, all right? Now it's back to gear 1. Now even if you take it back one more time, it's not going to go more. It's not going to go to 0 like manual, fully manual transmission system. So now for this very car, this car goes up to 6 gears. Now how do we drive it? Now since you want to make a move, you can gently start stepping off your the foot off the gas pedal, and you feel the car start moving. All right, let me show you. The car is moving. So you can now control the steering. You look in your front, and within this time now, you have to let go of the brake pedal and have your leg on the throttle pedal. All right, just like I have mine. So when you start revving it up, the car will start moving. All right, now in this case, you're gonna be the one driving the car in a manual mode. So if you're gonna be paying attention, a serious attention to the engine. All right, when it rev and goes up to like 3,000 or 2.5, then you can shift it forward like this. It will go to gear 2. All right, now when it still go again, I'm actually doing this while driving. Now you see it going to 3. I shift it again, it goes to 3. Now when I want to change it again, I still come back here and shift it, and it goes to 4. So it's as very simple as that. So for most of you that yours have a paddle shifters on your steering, it's the same thing. The one on the left is the down pedal, down shifting, while the one at the right here is the up shifting, which you're gonna see plus right there. So this is on gear 4. I need to take it to gear 5. So all I need to do is to, and it's back on gear 5. So I want to take it to the last gear, which is gear 6. Simply move it, and it's on gear 6. Okay, I'm gonna be turning, making a navigation. You're gonna be if you suppose you want to be making a diversion, I think you pretty much know that if suppose you be driving other cars. So what I'm actually trying to teach you in this video is the fundamental which you need to know about automatic manual transmission, how to drive them. All right, now when you're coming slow, like you're coming slow right now, you can reduce the gears by, can you see that? When you do that, you can see that the gear comes, it shows you it's in speed 3 right there. You can still come back here and touch it just one more time. It doesn't need any stress, and you see it's still on gear 2. It comes back to gear 2 right there. So suppose I'm slowing down completely. Let me say like we have bumps in front right now, and I'm slowing down completely to start all over again. Why I have my foot on the brake pedal, I can come over here and drag it back a little bit, and you see it's on speed 1 because I want to be moving. So you can see the speedometer that is less than 20 miles per hour, right? It's less than 10 actually, the way I'm looking at it. So it is that very simple. So guys, I don't think I need to waste much of your time again. It's as simple as that. So let's still do it one more time. Let's say here I want to go to, I want to shift it to gear 2. You don't even need to step on the gas pedal or on the brake pedal when downshifting or upshifting. I think that is one thing which I almost forgot teaching you. It's not like the case of manual transmission where you have to step off the gas pedal and step on the clutch pedal to be able to make the shift. So in this one, your leg can be completely free of this before you come here and shift it to front, and you see the gear respond immediately. Now if suppose you don't want to be really connected driving it in a manual mode, all right, you don't want to be really connected driving it in a manual mode, even while the car is moving, it's not a big deal. You can just take it to the right like this, and the car will come back to automatic mode, which is the drive right there. Okay guys, there is something which I didn't remember to tell you guys, which is why driving uphill. When you're driving uphill in semi-automatic car, you gotta listen to the car. One very good thing that is good about the automatic manual transmission system is you need to be connected to the car in person. All right, so most of you who are used to driving automatic transmission system are gonna find this a little bit difficult, but with constant practice you're gonna get used to it. So like I downshift right now, when you're climbing a hill, you're gonna be feeling, and the car is at a gear 6 or 5, you're gonna need a lower gear, which is what we call a downshift. You're gonna downshift, but you're not gonna downshift to 2 or 3. It's all gonna be depending on the speed which you are. If suppose you're driving up that hill at a slower pace, let's say like and the car is at a gear 5 or 6, you need to reduce it. You need to touch it. Yeah, like you see me downshift right now. When you downshift, it will come from 6 to 5. And if the car doesn't move very smart enough to start climbing the hill, you need to downshift again. All right, then at that if you downshift from 5 to 4, it should have more momentum to climb the hill faster than when you're driving with gear 5. And if suppose you are still slower, if you're still slower while you are climbing uphill, you still need to downshift to gear 3, but you don't downshift to gear 2. It's gonna be really, you're gonna hear your car scream. All right, so, and while you are doing this downshift, your leg, it's not it doesn't matter if you have your leg off the of course you know that your leg don't have to be on the brake pedal. Your leg have to be on the throttle pedal when you are making that downshift. Even when you are making upshift, it has to be. So it's not like in the case of a manual transmission where you have to remove your right leg off the throttle and step your left leg on the clutch in order to be able to shift the gear to the next one. But in the manual transmission mode, you still have the chance to be able to toggle and toggle back and forth depend on the speed that you're driving. Right now I am actually very I'm driving on a low pace. Now if suppose you want the computer to take over the car again, then you can switch to drive. But when you want to be connected to the car, you want to be fast, you want to be articulative, then that is when you're gonna shift it to that sport mode. Most car companies put that S there. That S simply means sport mode. And for me, I do like it more when I'm driving a car, when I'm driving in a sport mode, when I'm articulative. That is why I use manual most often times. Manual when I'm driving a car that is semi-automatic. I prefer driving in a manual than the drive part, because the drive is going to make me to sleep on the steering. So that's one thing we're talking about. When you are fully connected to the car, you're gonna find it much more fun driving it. You know, there is a lot of fun and there is a lot of life to it, so it's gonna keep you alert, mentally alert while driving it. All right, okay, I stopped because there is a car in my front. So guys, that's pretty much how to drive automatic manual transmission system. And if you want to know the advantage of automatic manual transmission system over automatic transmission, subscribe to my channel and drop me a comment about that. I'm going to be telling you the difference and the advantage of this very system here over the old system that is just automatic transmission. If you like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to catch you guys later. This is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. Bye for now.